Hi Taurus, I'm Pam and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for November 2017. This month I've laid out the 5-card Rainbow Tarot spread for you using the Hanson-Roberts Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages pertaining specifically for you, you would need a private reading. This recording is for Taurus Sun, Taurus Ascendant, and Taurus Moon. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign to gain more insight and information, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. Also, Taurus, if you're interested in getting an expansion of this reading where I pulled an additional 3 cards in addition to the 5 that I've done for YouTube, you can access these videos for download and purchase by clicking on the link below this video in the Show More section, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for the expanded Psychic Tarot readings for November 2017. You can also access these videos by going to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Click on the Videos tab on my menu, which is a drop-down menu, and go to the most current page, which would either be page 11 or 12. It's going to be on one of those pages. Look for the heading of the expanded readings, click on your sign, and it will take you to those videos on Vimeo. And look, you might want to see what comes up with the Death card, the Emperor, and the King of Swords. These are the expanded cards for your reading for November. Also, Taurus, I just want to let you know that I did record my crystal readings also for each sign of the zodiac. So if you're interested in getting my psychic crystal readings for November 2017, you can access those videos for download and purchase by clicking on the other link below this video in the Show More section, and it'll take you to Vimeo for those videos, or you can go to my website on the drop-down menu from the Videos tab. Go to the most current page. It's either going to be on page 11 or 12, and there you will see the headings for the Psychic Crystal readings for November 2017. You just click on your sign, and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. So all that being said, Taurus, now onto your reading for November 2017. First card you have that shows up here in the reading today for you, Taurus, is 7 of Pentacles. And 7 of Pentacles is a card that symbolizes being tired and exhausted of your hard work and efforts, but gaining financial gains and rewards from those hard work and efforts. You may be doing some things differently in regard to your money, restructuring, reorganizing, reconfiguring. You could be thinking about investing in a business, or investing in stocks, bonds, or something else where you could make some good money. I do feel that you're a creature of habit and that you are being driven inside of you internally to succeed, not only succeed, but create more and to do more work and to be more creative and make more money. This is also indicated with this card for November. Some of you may decide that you want to spend money on an education. This could be money that you're going to spend for furthering your own education, taking some additional classes, possibly going for an advanced degree, or it could be you could be taking this money and spending it on a child's education or your grandchild's education, or helping somebody else further their education. So it could be for you, and some of you, you'll be doing this for someone else. I do feel either you've put yourself into a position of power, that's if you own your own business, or in some other manner in what you're doing, and it's like a position of power, or somebody else may have put you in a position of power if you work for somebody else. But I do feel that you've worked a lot of long hours, overtime, burning the midnight oil. All that energy comes up around you here in this 7 of Pentacles. You may find out that there's some new government bonding or funding that becomes available, and this may take you by surprise. Or it could be something that comes up from the government, like a new form of tax. So it could be something positive, like funding, bonds, or bonding something. Or the government could be giving you more taxes, or putting some like stipulations on some work or something that you're doing that could potentially be aggravating. It could go either way with that, Taurus. You just have to see how it plays out in your particular life. Next card you have is the Five of Rods, and this is an internal struggle going on inside of you. It could be a struggle with family members, co-workers. It could also be a struggle with any groups or conflicts in groups you belong to. So let's see what comes up here. I feel like you may get invited to a gathering. That keeps coming up over and over again this month for all the different signs. It is Thanksgiving here in the U.S., so it could have to do with that. But it could be some other gathering, not Thanksgiving. Obviously, not all of you live in the United States. But I do get like some kind of smackdown that's going to go on, or argument. It doesn't necessarily mean you're in the argument, but I feel like whatever's going on at this gathering, you're going to see people arguing with each other and struggling. I feel that you're going to try to avoid it. I feel that you don't want to be part of it, and you're going to try to back away from this upheaval or arguing or bickering or whatever's going on. I see you trying to avoid it. Could even be happening at a work situation, but really, for some of you, it may be at work. But I'm getting the word a gathering. So to me, it could be a party, or maybe even a class or a seminar. I mean, gatherings can mean many things. I do feel that you might want to be prepared, that you may have to be the one that steps in and is the voice of reason, or might be the peacemaker. Even though you may want to try to stay out of it and avoid it, I feel you may try to come in there and, step in and say, okay, stop this behavior. Unless you're in the argument, unless it's around you, then it might play out differently. If you're a bystander and witnessing this, I feel you're going to try to stop it. I feel that you're going to be a little mad that you see that people seem to want to tear each other down, and that with one fell swoop, people can come in and be overly critical, demeaning, cause fights where they don't need to be. This could even happen on Facebook. That's like a gathering. I mean, certainly people seem to be after each other about political issues, that's for sure. So the next card you have is the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Swords is somebody lying to you or deceiving you. It could also be you could be doing it, or they could be doing it. There's many other things can come up with this card, but usually it's deception and thievery. If you're in any kind of argument or dispute with anybody, and someone else comes along, another party in this, another person in this scene that wants to act like they're in power and control and have authority, you may decide that you want to back away from dealing with this person anymore. You may cut them off. You may not want to deal with them again. Because I get the sense of somebody acting like lordly, superior, aloof, in charge. It could happen at work, but this really doesn't feel like a boss. It kind of feels like a boss to me, but yet I don't really feel it's at work. So I feel like it's somebody that's trying to act like the boss, but they may not really be the boss. If you feel like somebody is trying to slander you or besmirch your good name, you may, stalk you or have any kind of fight with you, you may end up going to the authorities. Now, authorities could be police, but if it's slander, it could be legal, lawyers, not cops. So it all depends on how it plays out. But you could be somebody, there could be somebody out there that's like challenging you, or saying what you're doing or saying is not truthful, or that like just trying to cause trouble for you and making accusations that are not true, and could be blackballing you or saying some negative things about you to other people. And if it's of a nature that it's going to affect your career, or your finances in any way, or your reputation out in the world that would be detrimental to you in making a living or making money, or just, I don't know if you can file slander if somebody's just saying negative things about you. I feel like there has to be a cause and effect, like, linked to something else, like, money or work or your credibility. So you may, if this happens to you, you may be going to the authorities or to the lawyers about that. Or it could be you could be doing it to somebody else and then them doing that to you. This could go either way, but I really feel like somebody might be saying something that you consider to be libel or slander. The next card you have here is 10 of Rods, which is moving on to new and better horizons with 10 rods of burden on your shoulder. And these 10 rods of burden are knowledge and experience that you gain that are going to help you as you travel on to the new and better horizons. So let's see why this is here, Taurus. You may consider moving. Some of you may actually consider moving. This card doesn't always come up to be about moving, but the guides are saying you may consider, if you have kids or you're uprooting your family, or moving. This could be out of necessity, like for a new job, or to get away from unhealthy people and unhealthy situations. Or it could just be you feel like it's time for a change and you just want to live in a different atmosphere. I feel that you may go through a period of time in November, could be in December, where you're screening people's calls. You're not taking everybody's phone call, or screening emails, or blocking. You could be blocking emails, but I get screening people's calls. You might have some issues that kick up where you're just like, I'm not picking up this phone. You may have to do some travel if you're getting a new job. You may have to do some traveling for the new job, or traveling to interview for the new job. That also comes up here. I feel like if there are any legalities that pop up or swim around you, whether they're positive or negative, I feel that they will go in your favor, and they're swirling around you, but some of them may get settled soon, and some of them may take until September to get resolved. So really, like almost a year from now. It's less than a year, but I feel like, 10 months, you could have your 10, 11 months from now, your legalities, if there are any that crop up for you, could be resolved. And don't forget that this could apply to Taurus rising and Taurus moon. If you're Taurus sun, maybe this isn't making sense to you. So watch your rising sign and your moon sign, Taurus. You have the 8 of Swords next. This is being trapped in an emotional prison. It can also be trapped in a situation that you can't see how to get out of it. You may not be able to see how to get out. You may have, there could be unknown things here, secrets or unknown things, or you just can't see how to get out of it. So it's either trapped in an emotional prison or trapped in a situation. I feel like you may come to a decision where you have to do some things differently and make some changes. And I do hear, now don't get mad at me, my mother was a Taurus and she's deceased now, but for several years, since 2010, but I know her well. And I've had some Taurus friends and other relatives that are Taurus. And I don't think Taurus, generally speaking, don't really like change that much. They like things to be comfortable and stay in the status quo. And so I feel that there's some uncomfortable feelings here about some changes that you're going to make. It doesn't mean you're not going to do them. I feel that you will. But I don't know that change is like a real comfortable feeling for you all the way around here. You also may feel like you're trying to make some headway for your own life or to help some other people out in your life. And you may feel like you're getting blocked from finding out the information that you need. There could be some information being withheld from you, or that it's just the universe is blocking it from being able to come to you, and you could be feel a little trapped and frustrated about that. In 2018, you're going to be doing some big project and big plan. I feel like it's almost like an evolution of your life. Something big, I feel, goes on in 2018. So don't get disheartened about this reading, Taurus, because our lives are all filled with ups and downs. I'm not going to lie to you about what I get, and the cards don't lie. I mean, you had 5 of Rods, 7 of Swords, and 8 of Swords. Those are all complicated and difficult cards. You did have 7 of Pentacles, which can be good, and 10 of Rods, which can be good. But generally speaking, you might not even see all these things in November. Some of you, this may have already happened in October. It could be happening later on. It could have happened a couple months ago, but it is coming up in this November reading. You may start to put in applications for grants, loans, or some kind of financial backing. You may start doing that because I feel you've got something coming up, some endeavor or something you're trying to do or launch or get started, or that you want to expand on if you're already doing it. That's coming up for you in 2018, so you may start applying for that kind of financial backing in 2017 at the end of this year. So I hope this reading was of help to you. I hope it made sense. I want to thank you so much for watching, sharing, and liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing and for Google Plusing. I do truly appreciate that. And please be sure to subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos to YouTube. And in case you skipped over the intro, I did talk about, if you're interested in getting the expanded reading I did for this month of November for each sign of the zodiac. These are the 3 cards Taurus has got. You got the Death card, the Emperor, and the King of Swords. If you'd like to see what the predictions and the messages are for you for these cards, you can access these videos for download and purchase by clicking on the link below this video in the Show More section, and it will take you to my Vimeo videos on demand page for the expanded Psychic Tarot reading for November 2017 for each sign of the zodiac. You can also access these videos by going to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com. Click on the Videos tab on my menu. It's a drop-down menu. Go to the most current and recent page, which would be either page 11 or 12. And look for the heading of the expanded November readings. You just click on your sign and it will take you to that video on Vimeo. Also, Taurus, if you want some more messages, I kept up with my usual psychic crystal readings for the month of November as well. And they're also available by clicking on the other link below this video. And it will take you to the psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac on Vimeo for November. Or you can go to my website, go to the drop-down menu of the Videos tab to the most current page, and there you will see the heading for the Psychic Crystal readings for November 2017 for each sign of the zodiac. You find your sign, click on that, and it'll take you to that video on Vimeo. So I hope you have a noteworthy and fantastic November, Taurus, and know that I wish you many blessings and peace.
Please check out my other videos that I'm posting to my YouTube channel, The Psychic Pastry Chef, where I'll show you how to make great cakes, desserts, and pastries you can make at home, and I'll give you psychic predictions for each sign of the zodiac throughout the video. I hope you enjoy them, and please be sure to check out the other special videos I'm recording for my Psychic Pastry Chef Vimeo on demand channel. Thanks for watching.